Oh, hi, Hill friends. I'm just doing a quick presentation on this new Thermarest Neo X-Lite NXT mat that I got. I read all the reviews before I bought this, and it came out as the lightest and warmest and most comfiest and everything, and got very 5-star reviews from a lot of people. So obviously, you know, I thought I'd invest in one. My other ones I've had was the Seater Summit one, and eventually it wouldn't stay inflated all night. These are about £160 retail. Yes, I did buy it myself, and they go down into a little bag like that. See that? And you know, weight and size wise, it's okay. I've had smaller ones, but this was a bit thicker, so I thought it'd be more comfortable. The previous models were very noisy to sleep on, but they've done a lot of work on this. I mean, it was waking people up in tents next door. They've done a lot of work on this to make it quieter with the internal baffles and whatever. And it looks nice and thick and padded and everything. I've used this for 3 nights. I've never used it before. It's straight out the packet. And it has to be said, I mean, other than it, I mean, it is quite thick and, you know, it is quite cushiony. The problems I'm having with it is offsetting the benefits. I'm sure it's very warm, size to weight ratio is all right and everything like that. The main problem I have is one that's inherent in a lot of these things with the shiny outside. It's like the crest of run in my tent. It's really slippy. You can remedy that, but it's slippy on the top with a sleeping bag, so I'm always sliding off it. What you can do with these things, and I did with the old one, is if you get some seam grip and put them, I would probably, the way this folds up, I'd probably do them that way. You either do dots of seam grip, which is rubber solution glue basically, used for fixing wetsuits, or just run a big line of it down there. It will come off eventually, but what it does do is it just stops it sliding around on the ground sheet. It doesn't stop you sliding off the top of it though. So I could live with that. And I may be able to do something with the top of it. But the main problem I have with this is, apart from all that problem, which is a bit inherent in a lot of these things, if you try and sit on it, it's really unstable. I mean, I can't even, it's like being on a Bosu ball in the gym, you know? It's really not good. And I spent ages fighting with it. So it's quite high volume, so it does take quite a lot of puff to blow it up. And it comes in one of those things where you can fill it full of air and squish it down and fill it full of air. It's hard enough blowing it up by mouth, let alone trying to use that thing. And I know you're supposed to use that because it stops from getting mould or indeed ice and stuff in it if it's cold and everything. But it would take you, it's like doing burpees trying to fill that up. And I've never had one last long enough to get mould or ice in them. They usually just perish of old age. And like all these things, the inherent problem is the fact that I live in a world of spikes, and if you live in a world of spikes, anything inflatable is a bit of an issue. So you have to be careful. I've had these mats go down me on the hill. So if I was doing something really gnarly, I just have to go with, you know, I'm going to be uncomfortable, but at least I'm going to be warm. If one of these deflates, it offers you very little in the way of protection. For starters, I think I'd probably just toboggan off the mountain in these things. So I'm going to have to, unfortunately I've got a few of these things, so I can swap this out for I got cheap with 20 quid from Amazon. I think I'd prefer to this one. I've slept on that 20 quid one from Amazon, and honestly it's possibly better. I mean, it's a bit heavier than I like, and it's a bit bulkier than this, but at least, you know, at least I can flaming sit on the thing. I mean, maybe it's just me, but it's really, I've been disappointed with it, to be fair, and it is one of the best ones in the range. So I'm probably going to try and flog this second hand. I can't find the inflating bag, so obviously I'll have to knock the price down. But I mean, a lot of work's gone into this, and I don't know what the manufacturers think we're supposed to do about this. You know, they never think about that. Does everybody else have a problem with this? I don't know. Drop a note in the comments, like, comment, subscribe, whatever, all the other good stuff. It has this funky thing to let it down quickly, which is probably the only thing. You just do that, and then do that, and it goes straight down like that. So there's a little, what's it called, flex tail or something. Twist the wings to deflate. Well, that's probably the best feature on the whole thing. So I'm a bit disappointed at 100 whatever they are, 60 quid. I mean, they are better than a carry mat, and you're talking to a man that's permanently got a bruised hip from lying on a carry mat for 3 months. But personally, it's not for me. Has anybody else got one? Has anybody else tried these? Does this resonate with anybody else, or is it just me? Drop a note in the comments, and I'll find another one. I might get one of those ones that's got a bit of flocking on them. It might give them a bit more grip. I mean, even my old Thermarest had a coarser nylon on the bottom, more ballistic nylon on the bottom, to give it some, stop it sliding so much. And that was years ago. Admittedly, that died and got a big blister in it. It's happened twice with my Thermarest, but and the after-sale service is very good with Thermarest, but it looks like I'm in the market for another one. My 20 quid ones are great for in the woods and out the car and stuff, but if I'm going to do serious on the hill, I want something that's good. And like I say, if it was really serious, you know, I'm probably going to be back on a ridge rest, to be fair. I couldn't, you know. So anyway, let me know in the comments if anybody has any experience or any top tips or any dodges, because, you know, you might come up with a solution for these problems. So the main problem being is it's too flipping slippery, and it is so unstable. It's so thick and bouncy. I just roll off it. It's been actually, apart from the worst one I had was, I got one some place pronounces with K that I can't pronounce, and it looked like you know, one of those scoop stretchers, but it was inflatable. I can't remember the name of the. But it was so, it just had a pad for your head, a pad for your feet, and a pad for your bum in the middle, and just tubes on either side. And we used to call it the rack of doom, because I don't think I've ever had more than 3 minutes sleep on the flipping thing in the whole year that I had it. That was probably the worst one I've had. To be honest, you'd be better off on a carry mat. You'd be better off on a ridge rest with some of those. So here we go. I'm going to have to go and try and sell this for a knockdown price, because I can't find the inflating bag. And I'm going to have to buy another sleep mat, which is a bit irritating. I mean, I don't even think it's much good as a lilo, to be fair. Anyway, as they say, ciao for now. Like, share, comment and subscribe. Laters.